and welcome to Mama Ruth's house. So glad you stopped in. Today we're going to be making ground turkey cabbage rolls. They're only, if you use the 99% lean turkey, they are 2 points for two. We're making serving of 6. We're going to make 12 rolls. All right, first we're going to saute a cup of onions in 1 teaspoon of olive oil. Just till they're translucent. If you're using 93% lean ground turkey, then they're 5 points. 2 points if it's 99% lean turkey. I hope you all had a lovely day. I'm going to put you down so you can see what I'm doing here. So we're just going to use, get these nice and translucent. These are a pretty easy meal, pretty quick. Anything that you have left over as far as the inside part, the goodies, you can make a soup out of. You can use it for another purpose. I use pretty much the same exact recipe for stuffed bell peppers. I just changed it a little bit, but my grandma used to make it just like this. She probably used more oil. I just use less oil. And of course, she used ground beef. These are looking pretty good because we're going to put the turkey in there and cook it as well. Just cut that up and break it up as you cook it. My husband's not a big fan of cabbage, but he likes these, and he just doesn't eat the cabbage part, but he likes the inside, the stuffings. As of almost 2 weeks, a week and a half ago, I was down 29.5 pounds. I didn't go to Weight Watchers last week. I actually was on Good Day Sacramento. They let me come in there and cook for them. So that was fun, and it was during the time of Weight Watchers. So I will be going Saturday, and I can't wait to see how I've done. I feel like it's a easy. I've been making yummy food and enjoying everything that I wanted to, and still losing weight, and I'm very pleased with that. My main thing is to get healthy. I as I've told you before, I'm almost 60, and so in July I'll be 60, and I want to um, just try to get healthier. I think it just takes the longest to cook the meat. So to this, we're going to add a teaspoon of onion salt, onion, not salt, just onion powder, teaspoon of garlic powder, some salt to taste, whatever you guys would like. Pepper. Same thing with the pepper. Pepper it to your liking, how you would like it. It doesn't come out real quick, so I don't think I got tons in there. Maybe a quarter of a teaspoon. Just kind of mix that all in there. Then we'll leave it alone for a minute and let it brown just a little bit. My grandma was 75% German, and she would make these all the time when we were children, and we just loved them. And I used to always watch her and help her cook. Unfortunately, she passed away when I was only 12, so I didn't get to spend more time with her to learn a lot about her cooking, because we just loved her cooking. That doesn't take long at all. We'll just get that going. Everything is cooked before you put it in the oven. So we're just putting it in the oven for about probably 15 minutes. I turn the oven on 350. If you guys have anything that you'd like to see me cook, or anything you'd like me to try to make healthier, please put it down in the comments, and I'd be happy to give it a shot and make it just a little bit more. We can lighten it up a little. Now, once this is cooked, we're going to add a can of drained corn, whole kernel corn, a can of tomato sauce, and a can of diced tomatoes, and some rice. We're going to add 2 cups of rice. I already cooked it, so cooked rice. And it makes quite a bit, so a lot of times I have extra meat. I usually cook this until there's no juice in there. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more pepper. Looks like it needs more, to my liking. I'm so happy you guys are following me along on my journey. If you have any ideas or recipes that you like that are healthier version, please put them down, and I would love to try them as well. Put them down in the comments and I will take a look. When I was doing my eggs, my deviled eggs, I got so many comments on how to peel them because they just did not peel. And I started cooking them in my Instant Pot, and it only takes 5 minutes, and then you let it slow release for 5 minutes, and then you put it in cold water, and they peel perfect every single time. I've not had any problems with them. So thank you, whoever mentioned that, because it's amazing. Got to spend the weekend with my 2 of my grown kids, and we went shopping, and we did some crafting, and we did some cleaning of the craft room, and we just had a really great time, and it was just really wonderful to see them. So a shout out to Lisa and Jeremy. I know you're going to be watching. Thank you so much. All right, we are ready to put our tomatoes and tomato sauce and corn and rice in. So we put 1 can of the tomato sauce, 1 can of the stewed tomatoes, and then a can of the corn. I'm going to stir that up, and then we'll put the rice in. Let me get rid of these cans. Just kind of mix this around. It's going to be a full pan when we put our rice in there. So that's why I wanted to put this and get it all mixed up there good. Okay, now we're going to put 2 cups of the rice. I just incorporate it in there. I'm sure there are lots of ways to make this, but this is the way my grandmother always made it. Well, she probably, like I said, added a lot more oil in the beginning, and she did it with ground beef. We're just going to heat this through. There's really nothing to cook. Mix it up good and heat it through. And you don't have to use that much rice if you don't want to. You can use less. You know, any of these are, this is what I've used to make the recipe, but you can do however you would like. All right, it's mixed up nicely. Get rid of this. I'm going to put this over. So I just sprayed cooking spray in a little baking dish. I think I'm going to put this way, and you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, so we got this. We can use this for our scooping. So I didn't have enough green cabbage, so I'm going to be using both. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to wash my hands. So I have, I cooked these cabbage. I just cored it. I took that out, and I put the whole heads in about halfway with water, put a lid on it, and I steamed them for about 20 minutes. Then I took them out and put the whole thing in cold water so that I can handle it, and then separated the leaves so we would be ready. So we're just going to take a scoop, put it in your cabbage roll, and then we're just going to fold up the bottom and the top and just roll it up. And they're not going to all be perfectly uniform. And just put them in your baking dish. If you have a smaller one, you can use 2. It works just as well. So then I put them with the folded side down, the seam side down in my baking sheet. I love cabbage. I've always have. And I just kind of squish them in there. There might only be room for 10 in this pan. I don't know. We'll see. See, you just roll them up. It's almost like a little burrito. See, you just take the sides, fold them in. I usually do the harder part, the bottom part, and turn it around like that. So then you have your little roll. Let's just do some purple ones too. We're going to do a few purple ones as well. I like any kind of cabbage personally, so I don't think it matters if it's purple or, there you go. I want to put maybe that one. My cabbage heads were not super big, so, but that's all right. We got this. You can kind of use whatever. You'll see. It'll come out just fine. So if I'm going to show you a little trick, if you have two smaller ones, you can kind of put them together and it will help. And then you just wrap that up. And it still works. I'm going to try squeezing in another couple right there. I think my purple cabbage was a little bit smaller. I'm going to put another couple on that side. So we did have some left over, like I thought we would. So I'm just rolling those up, just kind of squishing that together. So we end up with 12, just like I had anticipated. So we have some extra cabbage. We can do something with that if we want. All right, so it looks just like that. I've made them with either another kind of cabbage as well. So now I'm just going to put some tomato sauce over the top. So actually it's 2 cans of tomato sauce. And I'm going to spread. All right, now I'm going to put these in the oven for just about 15 minutes, and then we'll be back. All right, we'll be back in just a few minutes and take those out of the oven, and then we'll plate. All right, it's been 15 minutes and they look amazing. Let me show you how they came out of the oven. So they look good, huh? All right. I'm going to dish one up here so we can try it. And then I'll dish some up to serve. I'm going to dish one right here. think I'm going to make one of each on my plate for my photo. I made some extra cabbage with some onions, and I'm going to serve that on the side. Virtually 0 points, and I love it. So I cooked them together, so I got some purple on my, all right, on my green. Put a little parsley on there. And I'll show you how it looks in just a second. Put some parsley on mine. All right. So this is how it looks. I wish you could smell it. It smells delicious. I got one right here that we're going to try. So let me just put you down here. Just going to cut that up. It's going to be hot, so I have to be careful here. I want to get some of the middles and some of the very yummy. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoy this recipe. And until we meet again, until next time, make a fantastic day. Thank you so much.